What's going on, everyone? My name is Sherwin, and today we are in the R1S studios, and in this video we're going to be doing a bunch of updates that's been happening lately. And right now we are in the San Bernardino Rivian Adventure Network. They recently did some modifications here, so I'm going to go ahead and insert the clip and show you what's going on here. All right, so we're at the San Bernardino Rivian Adventure Network. And these are the new NACS enabled Rivian chargers. I actually was here a week or so ago. I wanted to charge, and it was weird because the map was like I thought at first it was broken, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go charge anyway. Why would it be broken? And when I got here, there was construction happening, and it turns out they were switching out these charging ports. But anyway, so now these are NACS, and my Rivian, my 2025 Gen 2 R1S is not NACS, it's still CCS. So what I'm going to end up having to do now from this point forward is use the Rivian, the official Rivian CCS to NACS adapter so that I can charge the Rivian here. And there it is, look at that. So we're going to use this adapter and we're going to charge. Yeah, so I'm charging here because every time I use a Rivian Adventure Network, it's actually free for me because you guys are using my referral when buying a Rivian, so I get free charging credits. That's why I come out here whenever the Rivian's at low charge. We're currently at 34% state of charge, and these screens are, man, a lot bigger, a lot brighter, more easier to read. Oh my goodness, look, 100 and, oh, there you go. You saw that? That's what I'm talking about with my Gen 2. It got me all excited for a minute. Like, ooh, 170 something kilowatts at 34%, and it plummets down to 100. So this is the usual charging performance I would get with the Gen 2. I've shared it on many videos during road trips and during charging trips here at the Rivian Adventure Network. It's something that I don't know if it's just my large pack Gen 2 is experiencing. Like, let me know if you have a Gen 2 large pack, if you're experiencing the same charging performance. My Gen 1 large pack R1T was never like this. It actually charged a lot better. But look at that, tap to pay. What is the price on this thing? All right, here we go. So this one is time-based, 53 cents for Rivian between 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then the late night charges 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. is 49 cents. And then the extra late, the red eye, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. is 37. Wow, not bad. Other vehicles though, non-Rivian, is 62 cents, 58 cents, and 44 cents. Now there is a Tesla supercharger on that side of the property, and they're only 72 kilowatts. And the reason why they're 72 kilowatts is, if you're not aware, this is a mall. Yes, we still have malls in our area, and I've mentioned it before, I used to work in this mall back in the 90s. But yeah, so that's why it's only 72 kilowatts, because they don't want you to charge fast while you're shopping at the mall, if you still do that kind of thing, and then have to run back while you're in the middle of shopping at the mall. That's why they have these slow superchargers still. But here, these are going to give you up to 300 kilowatts in speed. And unfortunately, with my Gen 2, is just not going to be that way. Right now, we're at 113 kilowatt in speed at 37% state of charge. Yeah, so this is actually the first time I've ever charged in a Rivian NACS charging station. I was supposed to head out to Joshua Tree months ago because that was one of the first locations here in Southern California that they actually somewhat converted, because it was originally CCS, and they converted it to be half NACS. Now, I don't know if they fully converted it, but here's the thing. If you have a Rivian with CCS, you're going to need that adapter. And there was only a short time period where Rivian actually gave them out as an opt-in to owners. Otherwise, I think it's like $150, $200 or something if you wanted to get their version of it. I have used other adapters in the past, and I have videos on that as well. So go check them out if you haven't already done so. But it's been very busy, and first off, thank you very much for the continued support. I know previously in the past, I've been doing like 2 to 3 videos, sometimes 4 or 5 videos in a week. Just lots of content that, you know, I'm just pushing out there for you. But lately it's only been 1 video per week, and just schedules is just really bad. It's just really busy. And sometimes I say things like, oh, busy is good. And it is, busy is good, but there's things that take me away from what I want to do also. I'm just very appreciative that you guys are hanging around and continue to watch the channel, continue to watch the videos, continue to subscribe, because the numbers keep going up. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And the R2 video, if you haven't seen that video, it's been doing very well. So I appreciate you all who watched it, who left some comments and stuff. Man, that was a fun day. And I almost didn't make it because I was jet lagged. I just arrived back from Japan when that event happened, and I was jet lagged. I actually overslept, and I was supposed to meet up with Eric and a few friends over there, but by the time I got there, they already headed out to the Tesla diner. But yeah, that video is doing really well. Man, what is that? Also, the Rove charging location in Costa Mesa is also doing pretty good. I mean, a lot better than the average views that I'm getting. But going out to those places and sharing it with you guys is always a fun thing, and I get to learn things, and yeah, it's just fun, and I love sharing these videos with you all, so thank you very much. Part of what's been taking up time is it's work. I have a day job. This is not my day job. This is not my primary job. This is the release my stress from my day job. That's what I do. And I also have a bunch of side projects that I'm working on, and I'm building workflows. I've been incorporating some tools to help me be more organized, help me research, just automate manual things. I didn't realize building a workflow that's supposed to help you save time is taking up even more time than I anticipated. So that's what's been going on. I'm just trying to improve efficiency, like how EVs do in my life. I'm trying to do that also with just my daily task and just things that I do. So it's not meant to replace me. So don't worry, you're still gonna be seeing this lovely face, but it would help me with designing things. It helps me probably work on adding infographics on videos and just little things that I would do if I did, and it would just take more time for me to do because it's something that either I'm not good with or I'm not experienced at. So it takes more time than I want it to be. Editing is hard, and there have been people who reached out offering their services. Some are just wanting to do it for free so that they could build their portfolio up, and others are wanting for like contract work and stuff. And so number one, I'm already spending more money out that I want to than what's coming in. So I'm trying to budget that. So I don't really have a budget for someone to edit. And number two, the biggest reason why I don't let other people edit my videos is because I edit them in such a way that it's just part of just me. And so that's what you're getting when you watch my videos. That's me. Like when you see me in these events, that's me. When you see me in these videos, that's me. And if I get someone else to edit that, I think their style of editing will leak towards that. Even though you tell them, like, okay, I want you to edit this way. I just feel that it doesn't become my video. And on top of that, I still have to review it. You know, it's not like, oh, I don't trust the person editing, but I want to continue to be part of the process because this is my brand. Like, I want to continue to just be a part of it. It's not fair to you all who spend time watching my content and then I just, you know, half-ass it or something. Like, that's not how I am. And I'm not saying that those who use those resources do that, but it's just, I want to remain to be pretty much the big part, like the entire part of it. So that's why I just been, I don't do it, and it takes so much time and effort. But I'm just sharing with you all my thoughts about this, because again, you guys are a big part of this channel, and so that's why I do these channel updates video, to also let you all know what's been going on. So recently I was a part of Butter EV's podcast, the Cybertrucking podcast. I'll put up the link in the video description, but I was invited to join them. So shout out to Eric and the crew over there. Thank you very much for having me. It was a lot of fun. They brought me in to discuss just EV ownership because I've had like 9 of them. And also I recently went to go check out the R2, the Rivian R2, and they wanted to hear my thoughts on that as well and share with their audience. So go check that out. I have, again, the links in the video description if you haven't checked it out. It was a lot of fun. It's not the first podcast that I've gone in. I also did one with Smidge Life a few months ago, maybe even a year ago. That did pretty good as well. So go check that one out if you haven't seen that one. So shout out to Kobe. Thank you for having me. It's just a lot of fun hanging out and just being part of the community with other creators as well. It was a really great episode. So I hope you guys get some time to go and check it out. And let me know what your thoughts are on that. So shout out to Eric again and the crew. Thank you very much for having me. It's not the first video that I've done with Eric. I've done several videos with him, like the Big Bear trip where we went off-roading. He brought his Hummer EV and I brought this Rivian over there. It wasn't even like a month old, I think, or maybe slightly over a month old. So that was a fun video. I've also went and I let him drive my Model Y Juniper for him to check out the FSD and everything. So check out that video. It's on his channel. And then I also went with him for a Rivian R1T demo drive because he got his Cybertruck bought back and didn't want to get a second one. So he needed a replacement. So he was looking at the Rivian R1T and he asked me to join him since I own a Rivian and just be there. And if he had any questions, he can ask. And it was a lot of fun. He eventually got a Hummer EV, and so that's the content he's doing on his channel at the moment. So go check out his channel. This thing has notified me that I'm over 7,500 miles in my mileage and I need to do a tire rotation. And I've done several tire rotation videos, and you may be wondering, like, why do tire rotation videos? Well, there are enough people out there who don't realize that you can take EVs to just tire shops. You don't have to bring it to the dealership. Part of the reasons why we drive EV is to save money. So why would you go to your dealership, pay all that money? Because even taking it to Tesla or Rivian, they do mark up those service charges. Take it to America's Tires. I've been taking it to America's Tires, not a sponsored video, but I take it there because it's free. They have, well, at least the location I go to, they have jack pucks, so they know how to work on EVs. There's no special like tire rotation process. It's the same tire rotation process as a gas car. So you could bring it there. You could bring it to Walmart. You could bring it to Costco. You could find a reputable shop at least, and see how much they cost, because many of them, it's free. You don't have to go to the dealership. Now, some dealership locations can offer mobile service, so they come out to you and they could just do it on your driveway. So is a good service to pay for, so you don't have to go elsewhere. So they just come to you. So I like that service, but I also like to save money. So that's why I'm planning to do a tire rotation video for the Rivian R1S. But if you're curious about it, I do have tire rotation videos in this channel as well. Now, it also has notified me of a version 2026.07.0, and I've been seeing things online that people have been sharing and reporting that their low elevation and high elevation records have been reset. So I'm going to hold off on this. I don't know if this version is the one that has the patch for the patch. So I'm going to have to do more research, but it's been pending on my queue for over a week now, and I haven't installed, and I haven't had time to confirm if this has that fix. So it's been sitting on the queue. But the R2 launch, I just want to talk about this a little bit more because some of you guys have been commenting in that video and sharing some thoughts on that. And I did do a video about what I'm going to share with you right now. So again, I want to mention this again. The hardware that comes with the first batches of the R2 is not considered the Gen 3. It's like an in-between. Right now, this Rivian and all the Rivians that are out right now, the Gen 2s, are using Gen 2 Autonomy platform, Rivian Autonomy platform. It doesn't have the Rivian processor. It has, I don't know what processor it is, but I'll put it up on the screen. But they are planning the Gen 3 Autonomy platform. They're going to be rolling out their own in-house processor, RAP1. You cannot like retrofit it. And on top of that, they are adding LiDAR. Now, to me, LiDAR isn't the biggest difference. Based on what the Rivian engineer has said when I took a demo drive with them. But basically, the LiDAR, all it does is it adds additional source of truth to provide information for the autonomous like driving and the driver support and stuff. So that's just additional information coming in. The biggest thing for me, based on what's said on paper, is that Rivian processor supposed to be 4 times better in performance. I think that's going to be the biggest difference. So here are my reasons to not wait. So Gen 2 is still capable. The hands-free is still pretty good. I mean, 656 horsepower, 330 miles for $57,990. I mean, that's the advertised price. That's a great price, a solid vehicle for that price. If you lease, and you could turn that in when the Gen 3 arrives later on. I'm not going to say lease and then, 4 or 5 months later return it. That's not a good idea. But you could lease for 2 years. And then by that time, Gen 3 would probably have a lot of their bugs is fixed already. The bugs are fixed. Because even if you wait for Gen 3, those first batches, just like with any product, I mean, there's going to be a lot of just rough things around the collar. And even to this day, software, there's still a lot of bugs and stuff. Tesla FSD still has a lot of bugs. Don't get me started on that, especially on the Cybertruck. But at least if you lease, if you can't wait, you could lease it. And then, 2 years down the line, maybe 3 years down the line, you could trade in for the Gen 3. The Gen 3 autonomous platform with LiDAR. If the autonomous driving, the driver assist isn't really something you're going to use, then why wait? That's all it's going to be good for anyway. I mean, the software, the brand new UI, from my understanding, will still be installed in older platforms. So yeah, why wait? The reasons why you should wait is there is no retrofit, as I mentioned. This is not something that you could go into the service center and like, hey, I got the Gen 2 or Gen 2.5. The Gen 3s are out. Can you retro? Nope, can't do it. Can't do it. The goal for this Gen 3 is level 4, where it's like eyes off and everything. So if that's something that you're really wanting, that's the hardware you gotta have to wait for. I mean, and then 6 to 8 months isn't really that too far away. I mean, they said they're gonna release it later this year. I don't know what later this year is, but you could just look at it as December, because you can't go any later than December, right? So that's my take on it. I mean, I've tried the hands-free stuff, the universal hands-free stuff. We drove to Vegas with it. I have a video on that. It's not bad. It reminds me of Tesla enhanced autopilot. But with Gen 3, it could go even further beyond that. Now, there hasn't really been any updates on that software lately. at least for the month of April. I didn't see anything in the release notes, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I missed something, but haven't really heard anything, and the trial has expired. I now have to pay $50 a month for it, and I'm not paying $50 a month for it at the current status of what it gives me. It's nice and all, it's fine, but I wouldn't pay for it. That's just me. All right, now for some Cybertruck stuff. The noise canceling update, I got it, and I could still hear my off-road tires, my all-terrain tires. I can still hear them. So I mean, I can't even tell you like specifically what it has improved, but because the ride is already quiet, barring from, you know, the all-terrain tires, it's really a nice ride, a quiet ride. But I could still hear those tires. The biggest thing right now that people are reporting is the PCS, the power conversion system. People are getting notifications on their Cybertruck of it failing. One thing to note, aside from the notification on the screen, when you're charging at home at 48 amps, it won't charge at 48 amps. It'll charge half that, 24 amps. So that's another indicator that you may have a PCS problem. Now, there have been reports of this only affecting VIN numbers that are below 40,000. Fortunately, our Cybertruck's at 41,000 because Tesla introduced the updated MOSFET hardware pretty much at that point. So at 41,000, I don't anticipate having that issue. I hope not. But we're already at 24,500 plus miles, and things are still running pretty good, aside from the other issues that I've shared with you all in previous videos. But if you don't know what your VIN number is, it's in the Tesla app. You could just go look at it there. I mean, you could also send a message through the app and just ask, hey, am I impacted by the PCS issue? Model S and Model X Signature Edition, I wanted to talk a little bit about this. Now, it's pretty much sold out. If you haven't gotten the email, because it's invite only, the Model X Signature Edition is limited to 100, while the Model S is limited to 250. And these are all plaid editions. And the cost of it is $159,420. And I joke about it and said, well, he should have just made it $169,420. Might as well, right? That's the joke. But $159,420. This is pretty much marking the end of the Model S and X production in Fremont. I've done a video on that. It's pretty much going to be replaced by lines of Optimus robot build-outs and stuff. What do you get in the Signature Edition? Well, you get the exclusive garnet red paint, the Tesla T badges, the plaid badge, and the puddle lights. Now, these are gold accents everywhere, white Alcantara interior. I mean, I've always been a fan of the beige. And then you get a number like 1 out of 250 or 1 out of 100 because that's all that they make and stuff. So the Model S only comes with gold calipers. The Model X keeps the red calipers. Signature sill plates, liftgate applique on the Model X. You get part of the Lux package. FSD supervised is included. And also lifetime supercharging. You also get 4 years of premium service, and you cannot resell this for a year, similar to the Foundation series with the Cybertruck. I mean, there's no mechanical changes. It's not any faster. It's the same tri-motor plaid. I mean, it's all the same. It's just pretty much if you got the cash and you got the invite, then you can have an opportunity to own one of these limited edition stuff. This is not the first time they released a Signature Edition. They've had Signature Editions in the past. But this is pretty much a farewell thing. And I didn't get the invite. Maybe because I had 2 buyback editions of the Model X. I don't know. But speaking of that, I mean, even if I did get the invite, for one, I'm not going to pay that much for it. I mean, I'm not that attached to that kind of car. I mean, I don't know. We just had bad experiences. And also, again, I'll say it again. we drive EVs to save money. I'm not going to fork out $160,000 for this. Sorry. Whether I could afford it or not, and I can't. Even if I could, I don't think I would. I don't think I would. Especially the depreciation. I don't know, man. Even if it's a signature edition, I don't know. Tesla depreciation is just, I don't know. Let me know if you did get an invite, and if you did pick one up, let me know in the comments below. But congratulations if you did. So Tesla's going big in Japan, and I was just there. So Elon announced a major investment in Japan, doubling service centers, 30 plus, expanding supercharger network from 146 to about 180 to 200. Again, I have videos of this, and I have an upcoming video on that. Tesla sales nearly doubled last year, 10,600 units. FSD is targeted to be available end of 2026. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there has been some news outside the United States that FSD supervised is starting to become available outside the United States. So that is really good news. And yeah, again, look out for my supercharger visits, because I was there a month ago, and I can't wait to share that with you all. Just trying to find some time. I've been to a few events recently. Last week I was at the Temecula Tesla and Coffee, Cars and Coffee, Tesla and Coffee with Empire Custom Wraps. I got a video on that. I still have to edit, but shout out to those who I've met over there. It was a lot of fun. The AT230 Cars and Coffee video, that was like even before I left for Japan, and I still haven't edited that video, but that video is coming out shortly. That was the first time we brought out Abby's newly wrapped pink Cybertruck, so that was, you know, the first time. But yeah, there's more upcoming events and gatherings, so make sure you check out the calendar on the website. Speaking of the website, like that's what I've been doing, is just been redesigning that, and hopefully I can get that out to you guys shortly. But there is a calendar there, the mailing list and all that is there, so hopefully you guys can sign up. Again, thank you for continuing to watch the videos, even though the video production has slowed down a little bit, or quite a bit. But drop a comment, let me know what your thoughts are on the R2. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you haven't been to Japan, look, I gotta tell you, y'all gotta go to Japan. Japan is really dope. I love going there. We've gone like 4 times in 2 years. But yeah, I mean, just stay tuned. Lots more to come. Thank you for remaining patient. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.